Boom.
And welcome to the No Filter Podcast. Um, we're back, fuckers. Uh, how's everyone? Mookie, we'll start with you. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm living my best life out here. Living my best life.
You can't go back and forth with these niggas.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Leela, how are you?
All good.
I like it. I like it. Good Vinicus.
He said, "Fuck us."
No. He said he was gonna go get some drink.
Mm.
I was gonna say some smart shit, but I ain't gonna do it.
It's too early. It's too early. It's too early.
Shelly, how are you?
I'm good.
Oh, she high. She high.
Yes,
already.
I am.
Yeah,
I
already
forgot.
high.
When is she not
Yes.
though?
Already. It's time for me to count my coughs.
Right.
Count the coughs.
And Miss Ari, how are you?
Uh-oh.
Right, Ari, you have to talk to us because it's your topic.
Oh, she got some serious technical difficulties. We're gonna have to fill in. We're gonna have to fill in for her.
Nuh-uh.
Can you hear me?
There you go.
There we go.
Oh, okay. I said hello. I had it mute by accident. Okay. What's up, y'all?
Already.
It ain't that funny.
Vinny, are you there?
What up? Yeah, I went to go get something to drink.
Why are you screaming at us?
I'm sorry. The mic's right in front of my face, so I'm just gonna back off. How's that?
Well, that's better. I appreciate it. Thank you.
My bad.
Okay. All right, it's on you. Like you're gonna do your thug thizzle. Do what you do.
All right. So today's topics is ideal relationships and a perfect partner. So a lot of women, they grow up wanting this ideal man, like based on their father, based on whoever the fuck they see on TV. And then imagine this perfect relationship for when they get older. So my question is, and men might have that idea too, their ideal relationship, the ideal woman. So my question is, do you think that it exists? And what is your ideal partner and your ideal relationship?
I'm definitely declining going first because I don't want to. Not it. Right?
Oh my gosh.
Nobody's want to answer?
I'm not going first either. Not it. I got my finger on my nose right now.
Oh, here she goes.
So,
She done got off. She done got off. She done took it off mute. She finna go in now. She high.
That shit does not exist. There's no ideal man or woman. There's no ideal relationship. That shit it just doesn't exist. It's a mystery. It's people constantly evolve when they're in relationships, so people change. It's never gonna be ideal. That's a fairy tale, like you said. And then growing up with your parents, some parents you ain't see nothing but the good shit. You don't know what went on behind closed doors. So I don't think there's no such thing. Personally.
So then if there was a such thing, what would your ideal be?
Yeah, I don't know. No. So no. So I believe that men are I just want basic traditional, provide and protect. Now there's a lot of things that fall under those categories, but to me, that's what a man is supposed to do. Provide and protect. Provide financially, emotional support, stability, companionship, respect, loyalty over anything else, and respect. But that would be ideal for me.
Cool. Leela?
I would say same. I mean, I also don't think that there's such thing as an ideal. I do believe that there's a such thing as a match. I believe just like anything else, are you a perfect match for a job? Are you a good match for somebody else? Like, do you guys click and are you guys able to communicate well? Um, because I think as two people, you grow into a healthy relationship. I don't think everything is perfect off the bat. You find a person and there's no, I don't think there's any such thing as love at first sight, or I I know there's infatuation and chemistry, which is infatuation, but I think you decide once you find out if you're a match or not, if you want to be with this person, and you're going to make it work. And if you are, then come all the other things, right? Communication, loyalty, like Shell said, or just all of that. And as far as me knowing what my ideal is, I don't know. I mean, I thought I knew when I was 25. I thought I knew when I was 35. I don't know. People change, people evolve. So no sé.
Don't know say.
Vinny, you up?
Don't know say.
I mean, I'm awake if that's what you're asking.
Nah, you gotta answer the question. Come on.
I don't think there's a such thing as a perfect anything, except that there is a perfect for you. There is a perfect for everyone.
Mhm.
And it is, me probably being the only person on this podcast who believes in hopeless romantic type shit. I really believe that. I really. I fucking hate you because I knew you were waiting to do it too. That's the worst part. Like, oh, Vinny's about to say some nice shit. God damn it. Wait, I'm letting Mookie get over his shit. Anyway.
I could be laughing. Something could be funny, right? And then I'll keep laughing at Mookie because he be all over the couch and shit.
I mean, you know what he laughs like? You ever seen an over-the-top comedian when they start laughing on stage and they running all over the damn place and trip over shit? That's what he looks like. Running all over the damn
and be
place
slapping everybody on the way down.
Oh my god. Or that one friend you got that like laughs and has to lean on everybody in the room because they just can't hold themselves up because they laughing so hard.
Oh my god.
That's Mookie on his couch.
Oh Jesus Christ, that was hilarious.
I'm glad Bruno's not in the room.
Oh my
Are you
god.
done now?
Yeah, I'm good. Go ahead. Continue.
All right.
Continue.
I'm throwing it to you.
Oh my bad. What? I'm sorry.
Because I'm not saying anything else because I'm not trying to hear whop 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 whop.
Oh.
Well, I doubt he's gonna do it again. Just finish your statement, man.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
You were saying
said-
something about
You were-
hopeless romantic.
Yeah, you still believe in hopeless romance.
I do I believe in romance, and I believe that love is a real thing. And there's a lot of get your hands away from that. And
So I have a question. I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
What is love to you?
Love is when you consider somebody else's needs before your own.
But what makes you feel like you love? How do you
It's
know when you love a
chemical
person?
reaction. That's exactly how I know I love somebody. When I start putting their needs, their emotions, and their bullshit, for lack of a better term, before my own. Like, at what point do I just not care how I feel because I care too much about what the other person feels? That's exactly how how I felt about my ex-wife, and I'm going to say fuck you to her later in the month and not have to worry about it no more. But still,
But just what you said right there is why when I go into a relationship, I don't look for love because it's a chemical reaction.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to continue to love somebody, but if you're loyal, that's a characteristic. That shit doesn't change. I could love you today and in 24 hours be like, I do not fucking like this person because of something you could have did that could have just triggered the opposite of that feel good chemical.
Well, then that wasn't love.
No, it
Love.
is.
I mean, that's the
Love is
thing.
nothing but a chemical reaction. Love don't come from your fucking heart. It comes from your brain. Scientifically, literally. It's a chemical reaction based off of how a person makes you feel. When they stop making you feel that way, you no longer love them.
God
That's
damn,
science.
they created cloning because that's a female D right there. Holy shit.
That's a fact, though.
Well, I think
See,
it's also
you even
not.
said that's a fact.
It's a fact. It is.
Vinny,
It's a fact.
What? What's up?
I also think that if you are looking for happiness in another person, if you're looking for somebody to complete you, I think that's the number one no.
I mean,
You
yeah,
can't.
there's
Yeah.
over the years we've all learned this is bullshit, that's bullshit. You can't look for
Well,
this.
yeah,
You
but
got to
you
be,
just said,
you know.
love for you is putting somebody else's needs above yours. You can't, you can't water, a plant if you're in a drought. Like you can't do that.
Okay.
Emotionally, you can't be emotionally bankrupt and invest in somebody else.
But
That's a
that's the
recipe
problem.
for disaster.
You can't be emotionally bankrupt if you want to really truly be in love with somebody. That was
Yeah, I
that
just
was
said that.
part
You
of
just
that was
repeated
part
what I
of what
said.
failed in all of my past relationships.
Because
Is
you're
that
looking for love. You are in relationships for love.
Right,
A
right. You gotta
relationship
love
and a
yourself.
marriage is a
there?
partnership. That shit is a business. It's not supposed to be based off of love. It's based off of, can I tolerate this person for the rest of my life? Can we grow together? Can we have companionship? It can't be off of love. It has to be more to it than love holding y'all together, because it's a fact that is going to change. Some days you're going to love them, sometimes you're going to hate them. That's why sometimes people break up, they separate, they go to counseling, they get back together. Sometimes they can fall in love again. People fall in and out of love. If you're trying to have longevity, your relationship has to be built off of something else, not love.
Okay. Let's let Mookie and D answer the question too.
No, why would you stop that interaction? It was good.
I want everybody's answers to go into that.
I don't want to give my answer. How about that shit?
That's like you.
What was the question? I got lost in everything. I'm sorry. What was the question? I got lost in
Ideal
everything.
relationship, ideal woman. Does it exist?
Hell yeah. That shit exists. It starts up here, Goldmouth. Starts up here. Okay, let me stop.
Why was I literally saying yeah in your mind? But I had it on mute. But anyway, go ahead.
Because you high and you don't know what you're doing. So. Okay, so does the ideal woman exist? Somewhere. Where? I don't know. It's definitely not here. It's not going to be here. So my ideal woman, I couldn't even explain it to you because that shit's so off the chart. That shit is immeasurable because nobody will measure up to what my expectations are.
Tell us what they are. What are they?
Where do I start? Okay. No, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do it because I got in trouble last time on a podcast. I'm not doing that. Nope, I'm not gonna go down that road. What I will say,
what would it be?
What I will say is that there's not a person alive that will meet the standard. They will come close. They will try. They will put in the effort. But at the end of the day, you can only pretend to be what I want for so long. You will eventually show your true colors, and then you will eventually be kicked to the curb. And that's my stance on it.
So how do you know that a person is pretending?
Because they will show who they are eventually.
But how do they know what it is you're looking for them to pretend? Do you tell them?
It doesn't have to. It doesn't have. I don't have to tell you what I'm looking for. Be yourself, and eventually, if you are who you really are, instead of putting on like everybody does, because everybody pretends to be something that they're not every single time. Doesn't matter who. That's the problem. I am who I am. I don't never pretend. I don't never try to be anything that I'm not. And that may come off as being an asshole or a dickhead or whatever the case may be. But, however, comma, pause for effect. You can never say I wasn't real. So, everybody in the beginning is going to pretend. They're going to be like, oh, they're going to try to put their best foot forward. But the problem with that is that you can't keep up. You can't keep up with it because it's not who you are. It's not. You're going to fail every time. And that's why relationships fail, because you lie in the beginning. If I tell a chick, hey, I just want sex, why would you not believe what the fuck I said? Why would you think I would be lying? Why? Why would you?
Do you treat it as just that? No, because
it doesn't matter what I treat it as.
No.
We're not gonna go down that road. We're not gonna go down that road.
Yes, it does, because you made a
no,
comment.
because I don't care. I don't see. That's the problem. I don't care what
if
I
it's
do.
just sex,
Listen,
treat it as just that.
No, it doesn't matter, because I know what you're gonna say. Because you're gonna be like, oh, well, if you spend time with them and talk to them and blah blah. Well, how the fuck else I'm gonna fuck? How am I gonna fuck?
You don't have to do all of that to fuck.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Oh my god.
These days, bitches is advertising that on IG all day.
Advertising and selling are two different fucking things.
No, they go hand in hand. Just pay for it. You don't have to worry about all
gonna pay for
drama. If all you want is sex, then why not just pay for it? And you don't have to worry about no drama. She don't even gotta know your name. You paying for it regardless. The time you spending with her, you paying for it. The little date you might have took her on, or the pizza that you fucking bought, and the tequila, whatever the fuck you invested, you pay for it. Why don't you just pay for it up front? Don't even know my name or phone number. Let me bust a nut and keep it moving. Because when you start dating I only want sex, but you going on dates, you Netflixing and chilling, you're creating an emotional bond with somebody. And then you wonder why the bitch act crazy.
Who is creating the emotional bond? Who is
You're
creating?
setting the tone for her to get emotionally attached.
Who is creating the bond?
You are.
How?
Because you're doing things like you're trying to
do
more than just sex.
No. Y'all are weird. Oh my god. So weird.
D. Do you do all of that just to get some coochie?
I don't do all of nothing to get no pussy.
So if you start spending time with a girl and talking to her all the time, what does that do?
That's not my problem. That's her problem.
Thank you. Y'all keep trying to put shit on other people for y'all lack of this.
But I feel the same way. I feel the same way about women, because sometimes men get attached too, and if you know you don't want to be with that guy, don't lead people on. That's how I feel about it. You can say what you want to say. You can say I was up front from the start, but if I'm doing certain things with you that I know might make you get attached to me, that's not cool.
Do I know what makes you get attached to me?
You know what women
like.
No,
I don't. No,
just like I know some of the things that men like, you know some of the things that women like. So if I'm like, all I want to do is just fuck, but you coming over and I'm cooking for you and I'm giving you back massages and talking to you about your day.
Why would I turn down food? Why would
No,
I
I'm saying on the side of the woman saying she don't want anything, but she's doing things with this man to make him get attached. It goes both ways. It's not just men do it. Women do it too.
But it falls on the individual's responsibility. It is not my responsibility to fucking interpret what the fuck you think is love. That's not my job. If I tell you,
stop beating on stuff, bro.
My bad. I'm sorry. My bad. Apologize.
For
I'm
real,
sorry.
jeez.
I'm sorry.
Jeez. It
I
has
didn't know
nothing
it
to
was
do with
that
love,
loud.
though. We're not talking about love.
But again,
we're just talking about somebody getting attached.
But
no?
that's what, yes, that is how you associate love with. That's why you get attached. Just like you said, it's a chemical reaction. You get oh, this motherfucker is up. Like, no, I'm not feeling what you're feeling.
I think with casual relationships and friends with benefits, which is primarily a sexual relationship, because it's still a relationship, right? It's not a romantic one. But I think there should be certain boundaries and there should be a basic line of respect. Like, I can't have your dick in my mouth 1 minute and then the next minute you're tearing me down or saying some shit. Like,
but why?
But why?
Wait. I'm not even trying to be for. Wait. Pause.
No, Luke, you got to stop that.
Wait,
that's
on.
foul.
Pause. Wait. Pause. Wait. This is a serious question. I am being 100% serious. Why? Like, what do you consider being torn down? Like, please be specific, because I can understand, like, my dick being in your mouth, but like, I fucking hate you. Okay, cool. Like,
I just mean like basic respect. I don't mean in any, I'm not talking about this elaborate thing. I'm just saying just basic respect. Now,
I can't be sucking your dick and then you getting somebody else's number while we out somewhere.
Well, no, fuck that. Like, that's. I mean, I think again in casual.
Well, no, you're not supposed to do that.
Here's the thing. This is how I understand casual relationships to be. Yes, there is somewhat of an emotional attachment, but there is no obligation for dates, for gifts, for none of that shit, because it's solely based on a sexual relationship and it's just to fulfill the sexual need.
Okay.
Now, when you start feeling like you want something else, I mean, it's all about communication. You have to be open with what you want and not stir away from that. And it's all about respect, like being respectful, like 100% of the way.
Okay. Hold on. All right. I know you should say something. Hold on. So let me ask a question. Okay. So if I tell you, okay, and not you, but a woman in general, if I say
the collective you.
Yeah, I just want to have sex. Okay. Boom. That is out there. I have not changed it. I have not said anything differently, but I want to have sex with you. Okay. Now, whatever happens between that and there, I have never said anything other than I want to have sex with you. Is that wrong, or is that is that what you're saying? Because I'm confused as where the line is drawn. If I say I just want to have sex,
of course it's not wrong. I mean, okay. That's your expectation of the relationship.
So it's not.
But also, I mean, we're all human beings. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be at least friendly.
Okay,
you know
and again, I'm
like,
not saying I'm finna be disrespectful. I'm not saying none of those things. However, I have clearly stated that all I want is sex. That is it. Anything else that happens, I am not in control of.
I have a question. My personal relationship, because all of us have a different, right? Everybody's has a different mindset. Casual relationship, and you say all I want is sex. That's all it is. That's it. There's nothing else to say.
So I have a question. Does anyone believe in the concept of actions speak louder than words?
For sure.
I agree.
So if you, because first of all, it's very rare that you meet a guy and he just like literally you meet him, y'all exchange numbers and he like, look, I just want to fuck. It would be great if more men were upfront and then you can make your decision on what you want to do. But for me, if a guy said that to me, you're going to be a one and done. There's not going to be an opportunity for you to mislead me in any kind of way. If you told me from the beginning, I just want sex. Now, if this is all you want, just understand you getting this shit one time. So I don't give a fuck how much either one of us like it. It's a one-time deal, because here's what happens. You might say, I just want sex, but then somebody's action starts showing that they want something different. I'm going off of your actions versus the words that you said to me. So you might have started out just want. Some people start out like that. Oh, you anticipate somebody gonna be a one night stand. Next thing you know, you married to him for 20 years. So you can't say that. And my thing is, if you come at me like you just want sex, I'm a one and done you. It's no need for me to even talk to you again. You can't. We did our thing. It was either good or bad, and it is what it is.
I think
because what else do I need to do with you? Why do we need to talk? Why do we need to Netflix and chill? Why do we need to hang out? We don't want to create any emotional attachment.
But
fuck me, leave me, the end.
Do you see how you set that boundary? See, that's the fucking problem, is that y'all don't set boundaries and then get mad when y'all catch feelings. You see how I clearly said, I want to fuck. You clearly said it's one and done. Transaction is complete. Y'all don't say that. But y'all don't say that. Y'all be like, y'all always try to be like, oh, we can change him. Oh, we can fix him. Oh, I can make it work if I try hard enough. And then you get busted. And then you're mad at everybody else but the person that did it, which is yourself.
But if I want and done you and you try to come back, I'm gonna assume you want more than sex.
That's not the discussion that we're having, though. I can't speak for every other man.
I think when people start catching, okay, first of all, disclaimer: there are crazy people out there that with any kind of attention, like they go nuts, right? But we're not talking about that. Yeah, well, okay. So there are people that they say they just want sex, but they're actually looking for other benefits. As far as like emotional stimulation and some kind of validation and also attention seeking. And a lot of dudes come back just for that, just to get their egos fed. And that's when I feel it's wrong and disrespectful to either if the man is doing it to the woman doing it to the man, either way, because it happens in both sexes, right? So I think that's when it becomes a really selfish thing, when somebody, all you want is sex, but you're also looking for something else to validate you out of that. And that's when I think it becomes disrespectful. And I think that's when crazy stuff happens. Like people start feeling either threatened or, what have you. And that's when things change.
And I agree with you. But I myself cannot speak for every man in the world. I can't do it. I can't speak for everybody. Only thing I can do is speak for myself personally. I am very clear about what it is that I'm going to do and what I want to do. And that's it. That's just me, though. I can't speak for everybody else. Ari?
Yeah. Listen, D.
Oh shit! Oh man, y'all funny as hell. So your question is there an ideal mate, right?
Right.
The definition of ideal.
Oh God.
Oh my Lord.
Satisfying one's concept of what they think is perfect, right? So I would have to assume that the ideal mate does exist. I think people don't know exactly what they want. They know what they don't want. So it's really a trial and error thing. Like you keep fucking with people and you realize that this right here is what I don't want. And you cross that off the list and you move on to the next person. Primarily that happens with women, but there's some dudes it happens to as well. But I definitely would say that the ideal mate exists beyond a shadow of a doubt. I mean, yeah. But then too, you have to understand I'm a hopeful romantic. So yeah.
So what is your ideal person?
She has to be cooperative. She has to be understanding. She has to be a stone fucking freak. She has to be okay with having another person involved in the relationship, because I know she's not going to be able to be all things at all times. And, you know, I will settle for someone who can be understanding of it, but I would prefer, you know, the unit moved as one personally. Like, so ideally, and she needs to be intelligent, and she needs to be on the same page as me. Because if she's not on the same page as me, she's just getting kicked out the book altogether. I don't have time for that shit. Yeah.
So do you believe in the 80-20 rule?
No, I don't believe in that at all. Like I'm not a huge fan of that in the slightest. What I believe in is two people communicate and being forthcoming. So if I have an expectation of you and I tell you what this expectation is, I expect you to fulfill it. If I do not tell you what the expectation is, then it is what it is if you disappoint, and I have to keep that disappointment to myself. So from the moment I tell you what the expectation is, it's your responsibility to fulfill said expectation. If you don't fulfill it, I have the right to walk away whenever the fuck I choose. So I'm not for that 80-20 bullshit. I mean, I'm gonna give you 100% of me if you give me 100% of you. So,
but see what you're giving. So here's the reason why I say that the 80-20 rule, because I think
you
that
asked me what I believe though.
Right. I think that it's hard to get 100% out of somebody.
It's not
all
that's
the
bullshit.
time.
That's bullshit.
You literally just said that's why you need another person.
No.
You need a poly
no.
relationship because you don't think that.
No. Stop. You just basically me. We don't basically D, because D doesn't speak female. D speaks man. I did not say that.
Basically is a word.
No. It's a concept, right? So what I said was she needs to be accepting of these things, and if she is not accepting and understanding of these things, she simply can be replaced. That's exactly what I said. So
why do you have to have two people?
Oh, I don't have to have two people. Find me the perfect bitch.
You think she's gonna be perfect every day?
I think she needs to be absolutely dedicated to the cause that I'm trying to accomplish every fucking day. Because I'm dedicated to the cause I'm trying to accomplish every fucking day. Period. End statement. That's not up for debate. It's one of them things that are just not fucking debatable. I'm 100% dedicated. I don't give a fuck if I'm in a bad mood. I get my ass up and go to work. I don't get to take a day off because I'm fucking tired and I had a rough day yesterday. That don't mean shit. You need to be dedicated to the cause. If you're not dedicated to the cause, you get be fucking replaced. If you late to work fucking 2 days out of the week, and you show up on that third day, they might tell you to go the fuck home. I reserve that right.
No work,
and then
no
you
show.
You replace that person.
Goddamn right.
With somebody else, and
Goddamn
just
right.
keep the whole cycle going on.
Qualified
until
applicants,
what?
Qualified applicants until death. The fuck? I'm perfectly okay.
You know how hard it is to
I'm perfectly okay with dying alone. I just listen. So this is the real shit. I'm okay with dying alone on the quest to get what I want. If I get what I want, then I'm okay with dying with somebody. That's just the reality of the situation. I'm not finna argue and settle for shit. That's weird as hell. That's weird as fuck. I'm not going to do that. Like, I know my shortcomings. I know that there are certain things that I don't qualify for per se. So I'm not asking for those things. What I'm asking for is fucking simple. And if you can't give me what the fuck I'm asking for, because I don't ask for much, then you don't need to be here.
So
That's
when
how
you
that
say
works.
understanding, give me an example of something you would need your woman to be understanding about.
No.
What I'm just trying to understand. Shit,
I know.
I'm trying to understand.
Listen,
Because when people say
I understood that.
understanding,
I understood exactly what you asked, but the answer is no. So
when people say
this is the dilemma.
understanding,
Listen, this is the dilemma we're having right here, right? I'm never going to be the type of person to tell somebody exactly what they need to do, because then, like Mookie said, you will do
they put on a
what
show.
well, it's not a
Yeah.
show to me. I think you're absolutely dedicated for the time being to being exactly what I need you to be. The problem is you can't maintain it. I'm a firm believer in let people do what they rather do so you can see what they want to do.
No, I absolutely agree. I don't think you should ever tell anybody what you're looking for in a person. Just be you. Either you
Right.
fit what I'm looking for or you don't.
There you go.
Don't try to be anything that you
so the
think
answer
I
to the
want.
understanding
Just be
question was
you.
a firm no. No, that's not how that works. I'm simply saying that things need to be understood. And if we need to have a dialogue about some action, like, because it's a really interesting thing when you deal with people and they don't know what your motives are, because they be like, oh, like, you did this, and this. Well, yeah, I did do this, and this. I'm not going to say I didn't do this, and this. Now, what is the reason I did this, and this is probably infinitely more intriguing than the simple act. So we can focus on that if you want to. And I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. So do you understand where I am coming from? If you do not, carry on. Like, live. I wish you well. And if you ever need a reference, tell the next nigga to call me, because I'll give you a glowing reference if you were good. That's just factual information. I'm not trying to keep nobody. I'm not trying to fucking kidnap no bitches. I'm not trying to do none of that shit. You want me? Cool. I'll tell you how to be with me. If you think you want me, if you think you want some facsimile of me, that's probably not what the fuck you're gonna get. And everybody's gonna be hurt, so just move the fuck on. Yeah, like, understanding is a thing that happens between two people, or however many people need to have the understanding. Like, we can dialogue about it, but I'm not giving no examples. I'm not telling no bitch the key to the Rubik's Cube. That's weird. Like, nah.
Well, this is
we're
not
coming up
this
on the
is
break. We're coming up on the break, and feel free to ask away. Like, y'all can ask any questions y'all want to. Like, and understand, I did say I am a hopeful romantic. So I have ideas about how I want life to be and who I want to be with and shit. But I mean, if you want to do some other shit, do that. I'm cool with that too. Two motherfuckers can't ride the same horse. You can get on the back and you can go where I'm going, or you can get your own fucking horse. That's how that works. Cars have one steering wheel. That's it. You guys got some smart shit to say.
You had to make sure you said that when it recorded.
Goddamn right.
Can somebody please say welcome back to the No Filter podcast?
You just did, Benny.
Listen,
You just did.
actually, we're no longer doing that because the break is seamless, because we now have editing software. So we stepped the game up. We don't have to say welcome back. They can't even tell where the break was.
What?
Y'all could have asked me. Like, I legitimately did that for a living for a solid 10 years of my life. Just saying.
Mookie, thank you. This is gonna be okay, bro. It's gonna be all right. Ari, this is your topic. I mean, if this is the road you was trying to go down, I doubt it. But if this is the road you was trying to go down, cool. But if you got some other shit you need to get off, we are here for it.
For me, I wanted to talk about like the love part, because relationships have turned so fucking negative. You know what I'm saying? Because people let their bad experiences taint the next relationship that they're in. Um, Love is a beautiful thing. I believe in love. I am a romantic like Vinny and D. And I do think the ideal person exists because perfection is perception. So what's perfect for me, what's perfect for you are two different things.
Can you
And I
say that
think
again,
it's
please?
possible.
I'm
Huh?
gonna need you to turn up your volume though.
Oh, I
Me?
was sitting
Not
back.
you, not you, Vinny, not you. You are loud enough, sir.
Oh man. I just like that you said perfection is perception.
Yeah.
I
So
thought that was really good.
thank you, sir.
You're welcome, madam.
That's what I gotta say about that. As far as like friends and benefits, friends with benefits, I agree with the boundaries. If all you want is the fuck and something else starts occurring with feelings and shit, you cut it off.
Okay, I got a question on that, right? This is just me and my morbid curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
What if the nice guys who you really are, and you just don't want no relationship? Like, why do I gotta suffer? Like, I enjoy having sex with you. We good together. We hang out. Everything is straight. I'm just not prepared to take on the things that come with being in a relationship, because that's not what the fuck I want right now. Or I don't want to put the pain of the bitches before you on you. So why can't we just continue to fuck and have a good time? Like, why, if I want to go out,
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry.
so right now, this is no bullshit, right? So if I wanted to go out to eat, I could easily just say, Mook, I want lobster. And then me and Mook, we going to go get lobster. There's no expectation of fucking. So how come I can't have the friends, quote unquote, with the benefits with a chick? That's weird that y'all think that's who I am as a person. If I say I want to go eat, you say I ain't got no money. Bitch, I didn't ask you for money. I said, do you want to keep me company while I go eat this fucking lobster?
Right.
No, I didn't say anything
Well,
was
the
wrong with
thing
it.
is, it's nothing wrong with it.
Everybody can't handle it. Everybody
That's
can't handle
I
it.
exactly what I
agree.
was gonna
But
I
say.
listen.
I
Wait,
Everybody
agree.
can't
pause.
handle it.
Hold on.
Everybody step out the
Wait,
window. My
wait.
question was, why do I have to suffer and change who I am because y'all think that it's more than what it is? Because everyone keeps saying there has to be boundaries. What boundaries? The boundary is we're friends. This is how I behave with my friends, and we have benefits. Y'all done changed it up to some other shit.
Because first and foremost, women, we're wired differently than men. Okay. So for me, I know me. If I get attached, like I'm all in. So that's why I be like, if I meet a guy, I'm either gonna do one or two things. If all he wants is friends with benefits, I'm not the friends with benefits type of girl long term. I'm probably if we start doing too much together and we fucking and it's good, I'm gonna be feeling like, nigga, you gonna have to make me your woman. So for me, I'm either gonna say no to that or it's gonna be a one and done, because I know me personally, I might get attached to, I may not, but I'm not even about to take the chance, because then your feelings end up hurt. You can't be like that with everybody, because then it's gonna be like, well, maybe he's changing his mind. I'm always with him. He's taking me to his family barbecues. No, we are friends that fuck. I don't want to be around you too
Right. So
much.
so so no, right? I think you missed the key part is friends, right? Like, we are friends. Prior to
Well,
fucking,
technically, we
we
ain't
was
friends. You probably ain't even really a friend. You somebody that we fucking and we hang out.
well,
Because a
see,
friend,
and
that's a big title.
right, like exactly. So I'm saying, like, if you got a homegirl and y'all was tight and y'all was going out and she in between relationships, you in between relationships, she know you ain't trying to get into no fucking relationship. She knows she ain't the best fucking judge of character. And y'all say, you know what, man, I'm tired of fucking all these random hoes. And she's like, you know what, I'm tired of taking all these random dicks. Well, let's fuck each other.
You
Okay,
just went way off the map with that shit. I
that's
don't even
Not
know.
that's
not
not
really.
off the
No,
bat.
no.
That's
That
not
is
off.
a
That's what a
valid
friend with
point, though.
benefits
That is a
is.
That's
valid point.
okay.
You have to be
So
friends first. Other than that, you just finding somebody to fuck.
as a woman.
You said two girls.
No, I said
You
if
said
so. Okay, take me right. If I'm chilling, I'm between relationships, but you the homegirl. Me and you,
right.
we hang out. We hang out. You didn't been with me through all of the bad relationships, all of the foul bitches. I didn't seen you go through all of the foul niggas, and everything is cool. It's like, all right, cool, bet. We're both tired of doing that, but I do not want to jump into a relationship. Period. Point blank. That is not what the fuck I want. However, I also don't want to just be out here shoveling dick to every broad on the planet. So we come to a conclusion. You know what? We chilling. We watching Netflix at the crib. The movie gets slow. Next thing you know, there's a dick in your mouth. So now we're like, okay, cool. We're friends with benefits at this point. The benefit is sex, not the friendship. The friendship already existed. So why do we have to change the terms of the deal? Because you don't want to be friends no more. This is who
I mean,
was.
that might be something. That might be a different scenario.
No,
Then
the way
the shit y'all talking about ain't friends with benefits.
the way I view friends with benefits and casual relationships is exactly what you're describing. If we are not friends, I probably will not fuck you. Like I don't mean that I'm gonna fuck all my friends. I just mean I think for myself, I don't go around just fucking random people because it's not what I do. I like to be in a safe space and and have those boundaries. But I don't want to feel like I'm a whore either. You know what I mean? Like, if you say you're my friend, be there as a friend. I'd rather you be my friend than you sticking your dick in my in my mouth.
Right.
So
I have a question.
If you can't look a fruit roll up off your homeboy's dick, is he really your friend?
Say again.
Thank you.
Say again.
Thank you.
Don't even ask him to repeat that.
No,
Thank
I
you.
want
I
him
don't
to
even know
repeat
why
it.
the fuck I exist on this
Thank
podcast.
you.
No,
Thank you.
I don't know why I'm here.
I want him to repeat it because
If you can't suck a fruit
I
roll
agree
up
with
off your homeboy's dick, is he really your friend?
That's
So two women, right? Y'all chilling. Y'all not into the whole lesbian thing, super heavy or whatever. Y'all cool, y'all comfortable, y'all hop in the shower together, sleep in the bed together, no touchy, whatever. All right, cool. If it go there, y'all seem to like it, then y'all fucking muff dabbing on one another. Cool, do your thing, right? No harm, no foul. But because you know for a fact you want to be in an actual relationship with a man, you are never going to approach that topic with her, yet she was your friend, and y'all have the benefit of enjoying each other's company physically. Why does that have to change when it's a guy? Everything
that
y'all
shit
saying
will not
is
ever
a
happen
guy.
with a woman with me. However, I don't give a fuck if you a man or a woman. At the end of the day, it's even worse if it's two bitches sometimes, because two bitches, that's just too much emotion. Making somebody feel good, they get emotion. So
well, I mean, you can't say that. I mean, I think you can't speak on it because you're not a lesbian. You know what I mean? So, but
I'm
I
not.
do agree.
But my question is this: once you start having sex with that best friend, and then one of you guys get into a relationship, do you tell your significant other that this is my best friend that I was fucking?
But that's between
Or do you
you
keep
and your
that from
significant
them?
other. That's between. I'm
No,
not
I'm
gonna speak on
asking,
that part.
do you tell them
Okay,
that?
I'm gonna say this, right? I'm not gonna necessarily enter into any serious relationship with a chick and not be forthcoming about the women I've put my dick in that may or may not be around her, because that is foul to her.
Correct. So what if she says you can't be friends with her anymore? If you want to be with me,
I would hope my homegirl would understand that I'm trying to have a fucking relationship. And then
that's why you don't fuck your best friend. You just don't cross them boundaries, because then you have to pull away from a friendship that you could have. I feel like if you want random sex, don't get random sex from a friend that you want to keep in your life forever. Because when you move on into a relationship,
that ain't random though. That's not like, I'm not going with the random sex.
there's no future for a relationship with that. It's
Well,
just
no,
it's
you
somebody
don't
who's
know
your
that.
friend.
Well, no, pause. You do not know that. That is
That's
not
what, but
true.
that's what Mookie said. If
No,
all
Mookie.
we doing is
What
friends
Mookie
with
said is.
benefits, there's never gonna be anything else.
What
Whoa,
Mookie
whoa,
said.
whoa,
What
whoa, whoa,
Mookie
Whoa,
said
whoa.
whoa,
is
whoa! That's
right
basically
now
that's
he
what he
ain't in the
said.
relationship mode.
Right.
So
But
right
he
now,
said don't expect it to
Pause,
change.
pause, wait,
He said do
wait.
not expect it to
What?
ever
Whoa,
change.
whoa, whoa! One at a
Hold,
time. One
hold
at a
on,
time.
Wowzers.
One at a time.
hold on, let's pump the brakes. Let's pause. Let's
Also, Ari hasn't finished her thought, so remember that.
No,
let's
I did.
Well, let's
Y'all
let
went
her
on
finish.
something else.
okay.
Let's let her finish her stuff.
Let's
No,
okay.
I did.
Okay, did you because okay. I'm so fucking confused. What did I say again?
You said that if I make it known that all I'm gonna do is have sex, even if we hanging out or whatever, I'm telling you I don't want a relationship. This is just gonna be strictly sex.
Okay.
I just said to D, this is why you don't do that with someone that's a best friend, because
Okay.
if you know there's no future of a relationship, you can then ruin that really good friendship you had later on.
I see
by crossing that boundary.
I see where the issue
D
is.
saying that it doesn't
No,
mean
wait,
that it can't be a relationship.
Hold
no,
on,
if
wait.
you were upfront about that, it will never be, right?
Hold on. I see where the issue is coming in at. You're saying that I'm fucking friends. I'm not. I'm talking about fucking random people. He was talking about the best. I'm not talking about friends with benefits, because that's not what I equate to it. I mean, Can we be friends? Yeah, we could be, but I was talking about just fucking like people. Like, I wasn't talking about, oh, this is my friend, we're best friends. Oh, let me fucking loan you some meat, till you get back on your feet. That's not where
I think that's a boundary you don't cross.
That's not where I was at. Now I will do it, but hands down, like, I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. Like, I'm a proponent of loaning people meat because you're gonna go through what he say? Like, you're gonna go through a drought, I'll loan you some meat, you give me back later. Like, that's how the perfect friends with benefits work. It's like, boom, you need some, then later on I may need some, but that's not what I said. I was simply talking about, if I'm talking to a chick, I make it clear that I don't want a relationship at all. I want sex. Now, I never said nothing about, I ain't never approached no friend like that. Not saying I wouldn't, but I just wanted that to be clear. That's not what I said. I said, I'm talking to some chick, we out on a date, and I'm like, or wherever we hooking up, and I'm like, I just want sex. I don't want no relationship. Then from there, you can make your decision whether or not you want to fuck with me or not. So my thing is, if I tell you that and you continue to fuck with me, everything that happens to you is therefore your fault, not mine. Just wanted to clarify that. I just wanted to clarify that part, because I personally have never. I want to make sure I'm accurate before I say this. No, I have. I can't say that. Never mind. Carry on. Actually, I've had sex with my friends before, and we're still friends to this day. Nothing's changed. And I'm pretty sure that if I was to ever talk to them again, I could have sex with them again, and we could go about our merry way, and we could still be friends.
You guys may still be able to be friends, but I said, what happens when you get in a relationship?
Then again,
and you have to tell that significant other that I was fucking my friend. And she says, I don't want you to be friends with her anymore.
But why would they have to know if it's something of the past? Like,
no,
why
I would want to know.
Up?
Like, I would not have if me and a friend, a homeboy, were having sex in the past. And I would want to have my dude around him without my dude knowing that me and this person had a past. Because if he find out, that's like a slap in the face.
Go ahead, Mookie.
So, every dude that you've ever talked to, and this is for every woman. This is for every woman. For everybody. This is for every woman that's up here. When you get into a relationship with, let's say you had sex with your best friend, whatever the case may be. So you mean to tell me that every relationship that you get into, you have told that person that you were in a relationship with that you have had sex with your best friend, if you had sex with them. I want to be very clear. I want no bullshit answer. I want for everybody to tell me that when you're with somebody and you go hang out with somebody that you know you fucked, you told your boyfriend that shit.
For everybody who I
No.
thought
No, there's no way.
I know they
Why?
have
There's
it.
no reason to. Hell
for
no.
everybody that I thought that
what?
I was gonna be, that I thought where I seen that we were gonna be together, I did.
So you
I didn't say. I just said that we had a
see you already lying.
romantic past.
See, you already lying. You already
That's
lying.
not lying.
Oh.
Because I have a friend that's like that.
But I think romantic and sexual, like a romantic relationship,
It's two totally different things. Somebody beating
two
your
totally
box
different
up and
things.
somebody taking you out on a romantic dinner are two different things. Like
If
there's
they
a difference.
engaged in wanting to know more, then I will tell them
So
we did what we did. We
So
didn't have
you-
that chemistry, that bond, and we developed a really good friendship afterwards.
a lie of omission is still a lie. I'm just throwing it out there. It's still a lie.
But this is why, in my situation, it was that before it was the friendship. But once we developed a really good friendship, I have not crossed that boundary with him anymore because I would not want to risk the friendship. I value the friendship more than, you get what I'm saying, that need or desire or whatever for sex. That's my thing. So to me, I just think like real friendships, I don't think you should involve sex in them.
Nah, I guess I'm built different.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have. I'm not saying I have a lot of friends that I've done that with, obviously, but like there's one in particular that, I mean, we went on years, like just there, and there were days where we hung out and we didn't have to have sex. It just, if it happened, it happened, and if it didn't, it didn't. Like that, we were friends. That
I feel like sex can only make the friendship better. Like, am I the only one that thinks like that? Like, sex just makes everything better. Is that just me? Nobody else?
I mean, if you're an adult, if you're an adult, of course. So my point is, when this guy found the woman he married, I met the girl and everything. I mean, it wasn't like a special thing. I mean, I met her in a group, and man, that girl has no idea what happened between us. We're just friends. And we have never crossed the line from then on. Like, I will not cross the line after like that. And I just won't. If you want to be in a relationship, cool, like do your thing. But that's me. Like, I'm not into open relationships and all that stuff. If you are, cool, do whatever the fuck you want. Like, I will not judge you. But once that is over and it's like, you've crossed that line with somebody else, respect, man. Like, you found somebody and that's cool. Like, I don't need anything from you anymore besides your friendship. And then I move on. But no, like, the girl doesn't know. I hang out with them, like everything's cool.
Yeah, I just feel like that's entirely up to your friend and whoever they're entering into the relationship with. That's not my place to fuck that up for them. However, for me personally, I'm not finna, I'm like, look, I'm full disclosure, like me and Shorty used to be a thing or whatever the fuck. We was fucking, we had a relationship, whatever the fuck it was, because I don't want there to be no misunderstandings. I don't want you to come to me and be like, she gives me this vibe, like she into you. Like, okay, yeah, well, she was into me and she might be into me now, but so the fuck what? Because that's not what the fuck I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do what you're trying to do, but you two worry about her ass.
Thanks.
So if you can't get on page with that, get the fuck out my book. Understand that. I am in control of that.
Thanks.
It ain't like she gonna grab me and rape me. Like, fuck, that sounds crazy.
Vinny, you seem like you was going to say something. I don't know if you got cut off.
I can't even remember because y'all just went. I mean, everybody's jumping out the window so much, I can't really stay in the room. So I'm just gonna chill over here because I really can't remember what I was gonna say.
Okay, I know I seen the shit pop up on you, but then it kind of went away, so I didn't know if you had remembered.
I did have something to say, but I really can't remember what it was.
All right, cool. Yeah.
All right, but back to you, ma'am.
I would say something. So I don't want there to be any type of confusion or for them to think that anything else is going on. So I tell them and just leave it at that. Don't ask. I'm tell you what it is. Don't ask me nothing else about it.
Gangster.
Look, I'm a firm believer in what you ask is what you're gonna get. Like, you need to be very specific in the questions that you ask me, because I'm not responsible for the questions. Like, if you ask me, hey, do you know her? Yep, sure do. How do you know her? That's my friend.
This motherfucker's stupid.
If you don't ask, like, did y'all fuck? Oh yeah, we
Oh
did
fuck.
a whole bunch of times. I told her shit out the frame.
Oh shit! Like, not and look, I ain't gonna hold you because I've been there. Like,
yeah.
right, like, oh, like, you know, you out and shorty at the restaurant is giving you the eye, and you with the shorty, and she's like, yo, like, what, this bitch is super attentive. Oh yeah, I knocked that down. Like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it is what it is.
Right, like, we have a history. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she should be super attentive. She knows I tip well. Really? Well.
Oh my god.
That was, come on,
got
man. This is turning into a 12-year-old boy's fucking podcast.
Yes, I love it. I like that.
Another pun.
I like them. That's gonna be my thing from now on. I'm just make a whole bunch of puns throughout the.
I'm saying, like, for real, I ain't trying to hold nobody. Like, if I'm with a chick and she got a pass with a motherfucker, like, yeah, I want to know. Cause I'm not saying that you got to cut dude off. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if I feel uneasy about how he moved in relation to me, and I don't feel like he got over it, because you might be over it, then nah, I'm not gonna put my girl in that situation. That's weird as hell. Because in the reverse, he'll do some shit to you. Right. And like, and that's not what I want. I'm gonna protect me, and I'm gonna protect you. If you my girl, I'm gonna be forthcoming. But
I
on
think
your
that's
hand,
when it's okay.
Yeah.
I think that's when it's okay to say something. But other than that, if there's no threat, or if nobody else is being weird, like, who cares?
Yeah,
just go on.
That's how that works.
It's just adult thing. It's adult thing. So
look, I know you got some stuff going on.
Wait, who was you talking to?
Ari, because I mean, it's Ari's topic.
Oh.
We seem to be gone. We be jumping out the window.
We got our own narrative. She opened the door. We just got our own shit going on. That's all.
She opened the door and you motherfuckers kicked the walls out.
The fuck? We demolishing this shit. I'm here for it.
But yeah, like, you know, it is what it is. I personally, about your original question though, I believe that the fucking ideal mate absolutely exists. And I think you can create that ideal mate. Like, I'm not talking about no shit you made up in your fucking mind. I mean, you genuinely can find someone who is willing to be molded to be exactly what you need them to be, the way you need them to be it. And if they are here for that, and they are about furthering you and team y'all as a unit, that's dope as fuck.
That's the problem.
If you meet,
why would you?
What's up?
Why would you have to mold them instead of them just being who they are and they match you?
Okay, this is the reality situation. Everybody in this room that talked about their relationships, everybody in this room that failed at more than they've been successful at. This is just factual information. So I mean, you take it how they want to take it. Like, and that's the truth. Everyone in the room has failed at more relationships than we have been successful at. That's a fact. So, like I said, most people know what they don't want. They do not know what they actually want. If you meet someone and they have all of the potential, all of the right characteristics, they can see the vision, and you can tell them, listen, this is how things should be in my world. You don't have to do this, but if this is what you want to do, then absolutely you have to conform. It's like, at the end of the day, if you want to work in certain places, you have to conform to their dress code. You have to conform to their rules and regulations. This is how that works. We do it in society. Period. Point blank. When we come out of the driveway and get on the road, we all get on the right side of the road. Though none of us close our eyes and drive up the left side of the road. So there's always some type of conformity. That's just facts. Everybody can talk a good game, like, oh, I'm free and I do what the fuck I want to do. No, you don't. Shut up. Bullshit, cat. I don't want to hear it.
Everybody got to compromise if you want a successful relationship.
I ain't going that far.
That's what conforming means, though. That's exactly what conforming means. If I like to dress provocative and you telling me you don't like that, in efforts of keeping our relationship going and growing, I'm gonna compromise and give up dressing provocative. That's a compromise for me. That's not who the fuck I am. I'm doing it for you, for us.
Listen. If that is a compromise for you, eventually you will feel like you were owed something, and that is why I'm not a fan of that. If I am explaining to you that I don't want that style of dress to represent me, it is on you to change your way of thinking. Because you can dress like that whenever you want to. You can walk out the door and pull some high school shit and have some clothes on up under the clothes you got on. I don't want to deal with that part. I don't have that to do. So when I'm telling you, when I'm talking about molding someone, I'm talking about truly giving them the information to change how they see the world, to actually see the world the way the world actually is. All this notion that
you want them to see the world from your perspective.
No, I want people to see the world how it actually is.
But what's actual to them is their perception.
You're talking
your
about
actuality.
So let's focus on dress.
No, I'm talking about realistically.
Pause. Realistically, let's focus on dress. If I am raising children with a woman, I don't want her to dress like a fucking stripper. And her children are going to be adversely impacted by her dressing like a fucking stripper. So that is a woman I don't want to fucking have children with. That's how the world is. That's not my fucking thing. That's the world. The world treats women like that. In statement.
Well, it's a lot of strippers that get husbands. Look at Cardi B.
Once again, she is an entertainer and she is an outlier. She exists. She exists far on the outside spectrum because 80% of the women ain't getting that. Most of these broads who
it doesn't matter about her fame. At one point, she was a stripper. At the end of the day, her kids are going to grow up knowing that their mom was a fucking stripper. She was dancing on the fucking pole.
And
once upon a time, that was her lifestyle.
She's going to have to deal with that. That is not a woman I would want to have children with because I don't want my son to go to school and then his little fucking peers showing him pictures of his mom getting piped the fuck out.
But that's what I'm saying. That's
no, that's not mine. Listen, that's not mine. That's the world. The world itself is going to respond to women who behave that way in that manner. That's
women that behave that way right now are being glorified.
But are they getting married? No.
Some of them are getting married.
Some. That's a you look up the numbers and then you come back and you apologize for the people on the podcast that listen because that is.
I'm not apologizing because I'm not that type of woman. I'm just saying society has made it acceptable now.
Listen, Shell, your numbers are incorrect. By and large, over 80% of the women who are doing that will never get married. Period.
That's fine. They may not be looking for marriage. I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm saying that everyone's reality is what is in their own head. But their reality of the world is what their perception of the world is.
Listen, that's not true.
And then this part of the conversation could lead into conspiracy theories and all of that because it's no different.
I identify as transracial, but when I go out the door, my black ass knows. Stop that bullshit. Stop.
I'm just saying.
Stop. We don't create our own reality. Stop. That's bullshit. Period. I'm not.
How you view the world.
I'm not accepting
based off of how you view the world.
I identify as transracial, but when my black ass walk out the door, I know I'm black.
You know that.
And so does everyone else. There's not a cop that's going to pull me over. There's not a person who's going to bump into me that's going to acknowledge the fact that I'm fucking transracial. You're done. We do not create our own reality.
You can tell them that you was transgender and they will respect that though.
No, we're not going down that road. I'm just saying
again,
we do not create our own reality.
And view of the world is their view of the world. However, I think that when you are in relationships you are going to have to make some compromises and or adjustments or however you want to phrase it. But
Oh, you mean
anytime that you're
as a woman?
changing something about as a man too,
Why do you
both
think
ends,
Why do you think that?
because you do.
Okay, we about to take a break and we gonna come back because I need to understand what the fuck you talking about. Because I don't need to.
No, you don't need to understand. You told me you didn't need to give me no examples. I don't
Well,
either. That's
you're saying
subjective
men,
to the
listen,
person.
You're saying men have to compromise. Men don't have to compromise nothing. We want pussy. Y'all want marriage. We getting pussy long. I'm not saying like men. We don't compromise nothing. Like at the end of the day, we're out here for two different things. Like men want pussy, and most of us are fucking long before we get to the point of marriage. So I don't have to compromise. I've already gotten what I wanted. So if you want the long-term committed relationship, there's nothing I have to compromise on at all. Oh, she's gone?
Oh shit! Did I do that? No, I didn't do that.
I don't know. Stop fucking with your phone.
Wait, fuck you! Don't take your anger out on me because you're
You know,
mad
I
at her.
keep saying the same shit. That Mookie, you need to quit playing with your damn phone.
Fuck all
Because you
y'all.
miss everything.
Fuck all y'all. Fuck all
Hey, you're
y'all.
gonna need to change her name when she pop up, bro.
I think that's why she left, to change her name.
Okay, well, it is what it is. All right, it's back on you. I mean, it's your topic. You can close us out if you're ready to close it out. If you got some more, by all means, I'm all in. I just know that we all here can agree that we don't create our own realities. If we did, we'd all be like rich on living in Calabasas or some shit. Every one of us.
Calabasas.
Yeah, like me, I'd have my own island. I ain't gonna front. That you got to ferry across to come see me. Like I ain't playing. Like motherfucker, you can't drop by this motherfucker. You need a boat. like that shit is weird.
I'd buy an island and call it New Puerto Rico.
I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be allowed.
I don't care what you think.
Calling me is not gonna help.
What are we doing?
Jeez.
I mean, you could. I don't know her shit, so. All right.
You can see, don't I need to finish that about the alternate realities and shit?
I mean, I don't look. For me, there's really nothing to finish. Like I get the wishful thinking. I get the concept. I get the idea. But I mean, let's keep it a buck. We all know we don't create our own reality. Like that's the truth of the matter. If we created our own realities, then we would be infinitely better off than we all are. It's just factual information.
And I think if you have to make all these compromises to be with somebody, like,
That ain't
no,
the person.
why?
Exactly.
Why? Bye. Like, if we're not like I said from the beginning, if we're not a match, it's not gonna happen. Like, it's just not gonna fucking happen. It's not. You got to match lottery numbers to win. You got to match all kinds of shit to win, and it goes the same thing for relationships. I'm not changing who I am or the core of who I am for anybody. And I don't expect anybody to do that for me, because then I mean, I can't. You can't do that.
Like, I agree with that concept. This is like, I see, like, people look at the world in different ways, and I will definitely say that. However, so many people are taught that their perception is the reality, but when they go out in the world and then they're ostracized or marginalized or treated like shit, then they're wondering why. Well, because the people who taught you wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I think everything, and also because everything is romanticized. Nothing is what it is. I mean, whatever they put out for us to consume, that's not what it is. It's just capitalism. Everything is romanticized. Religion is romanticized. Love is romanticized. I'm not saying I don't believe in love. Obviously, I do. You know, I believe in being kind and respectful and unconditionally loving somebody and giving them space to be themselves and to grow and support 100%. But I mean, it's a lot more than that. There's a lot more ugly to it than all the flowers and the frills.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, right? I'm not. So I'm a hopeful romantic. However, I do not believe in the concept of unconditional love. Love exists under a minimum of two conditions. One is that I know you, and the other one is that you love me back. Otherwise, it's stalking or some shit.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean as far as accepting somebody, you know what I mean, and being graceful with them. But yeah, no, I mean, I get it.
Like that. That's where I be at with it. And when I talk about like the world that women were given isn't the same one that actually exists. Like this idea that things are equal and things should be fair. Like I said, fair is a weather condition. Like I'm not finna have no girl and then she go out in the world and be like, oh, the world's not fair to me. Because babe, like the world is not fucking fair. I got your back. I'm gonna hold you down, but you also need to do the things that you need to do to make sure you are getting the respect you want. Because I was actually with a girl once upon a time who had an issue because she was being treated a particular way due to the way she dressed. This is no bullshit. And her whole thing was, why did everybody talk to me crazy as fuck? Why do they always talk about they want to fuck me and they want to do this but don't nobody talk to you like that? Well, number one, the way you dress kind of lends itself to the conversation. You're never going to garner the respect that you want when the only attention you're going to get is fucking sexual. You need to change that. And no, it's not fair at all. It is fucked up. No one's going to take the time to learn your mind because you have the necessary fucking attributes that motherfuckers want. It is fucked up. It's not fair at all. However, this is the world we live in. If you go out into this world and you are dealing with dudes, understand that those dudes are going to treat you a particular way, as fucked up as it is, because this is the response you elicit. Understand that the women you bump into are going to feel some type of way about you being around they dudes and going to call you everything in your under the sun except your fucking name, especially in regards to they dudes, because of how you fucking dress. You out with me, hop on the back of the bike, put your fucking tank top on, nipples poked out, let's go. Boom, we're on it. I got your back. Because anywhere I take you, nobody gonna say shit to you because I'm fucking me. Anywhere you go by yourself, dressed the same fucking way, you're gonna get a bad response. That's just factual information. It's fucked up. The world is like that though. I'm not finna sit here like I'm not finna be arguing with the world, trying to make the world a better place. Like, no, the world's fucked up. We live in it. Learn to navigate the shit that we fucking can navigate. Yeah, I'm like, that's where I be at. Like, so when I talk about molding a woman, I'm talking about like literally providing her with a new education so she can truly see the world, not based on what auntie and mom and her sisters and shit told her, because all of them bitches ended up single. So if you want to be with them single bitches from your family, do the single bitch shit. If you want to end up with a dude, this is the way to end up with the guy that you want to end up with. If you think he's a quality motherfucker and you think he can bring the necessary things to the table that you fucking want in him, this is the way to get him. You don't get to say, no, I want to do it my way. Well, do it your way and be single. Like the fuck, it's not a hard thing. Like I'm not, that's truly women's liberation. Like if you don't want to listen, no, you don't have to. You can have your own table. You don't have to eat off a dude's table. That is feminism. Like you don't have to do it. You can be single and die single and have kids and not have kids and work where you want to work or stay at home. You do whatever the fuck you want to do. Nobody's forcing anyone to do anything. That is this true feminism concept. But other than that, like, nah, if you want to do, you got to understand that there's rules out here. Like there's rules. Like you get in the right lane of traffic or get ran the fuck over.
That's like there's two sides to that token, right? Like you have one side, there's compromise, and then the other side, it's not compromising, but there are certain behaviors that need a change for you to be in a relationship. You know what I mean? Like you can't, I get, two whole people coming together and giving each other 100%, and I can't say that I'm not gonna fucking compromise because I am who I am and that's it. I get that that's a part of it, but at the end of the day, you grow together. Things change. There's behaviors that I do believe need to change for you guys to meld together and grow and be that unit.
Like when you say behaviors, what exactly are you referring to?
I mean, like you're saying the whole dressing thing, or for example, the way you behave about with people that were in your past that you either used to have sex with or romantically involved. I mean, I feel like you can't carry yourself the same way you did out of respect for the person you're with.
Yeah, but that's not a compromise. That's who I am as a person. That's what I mean when I say I don't have to compromise shit. Because I'm solid.
Right.
I'm a stand-up motherfucker. Like everything I'm telling the chick, if I'm telling the chick some shit, I'm telling her some shit to benefit her, not benefit me. I don't need the information. I have it. Like I'm good. I can move in the world. Like I can have you, fuck you, move on from you, fuck 20 other bitches, and be just fucking fine. I don't need to compromise anything. However, the world has given this notion that somebody can have it all. Like men know we can't have it all. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt we cannot have it all because there are things that we simply can't reach. It's out of our fucking grasp. So we don't come.
That's for everybody, though, right?
I mean, I would love to say it's for everybody, but women don't tend to believe that. Women tend to believe they can have it all. Like you meet a girl and she'll tell you, I'm ambitious and I want a dude who's equally yoked as me. She works 80 hours a week. He works 80 hours a week. We don't have no fucking relationship because we both motherfucking working. Because you want a motherfucker equally as ambitious as you. You need a person to be equally yoked. If you make 100,000, he needs to make 100,000. So y'all both got $100,000 lifestyles. Guess what that means? He's gonna be fucking a bitch who wants to fuck him for $100,000, and some nigga who's gonna pipe you out because he fucking the bitch who gets $100,000. Because y'all not gonna have time to do shit together. You cannot have it all. It's not possible. This notion that we can have it all is weird as fuck. I can't drive my truck, my car, and my bike at the same fucking time.
That's what I get, and that's why I say people, yeah, right. Like people romanticize these things. Is what that's what I was saying before.
Absolutely.
You cannot like. There's no such thing, and that's where realism comes in.
Like, and hence, so when I talk about polygamy, right? Understand, I'm not talking about polygamy in regards to sex, because a lot of people tend to think that. I'm talking about polygamy in regards to the shared unit working together. If the chick I find who believes in the same thing I believes in only likes chicks, then I guess it benefits my chick if she's into that. And it won't benefit me at all. And I'm fine with that because as a unit, we are moving in solidarity to the goal, to the end game. So everybody, like, the first thing out of everybody's mouth is, I don't want to share. Man, share what? What the fuck are you talking about? Talking about dick? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, no, we're talking about money. I'm talking about finance. I'm talking about the ability to do the things that you want to do. I'm talking about literally saying, hey, we make together $200,000+ a year. We can go to Greece. There's someone there to get the kids off the school bus, and we not sending them to some fucking strangers, raising them in fucking daycares. Ain't nobody got to lose money from their job to take off to go deal with some shit that happens at the school.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. Everybody else is talking about, no, I don't want to share. Fuck. If I wanted you to share, bitch, I'd just go fuck somebody. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, literally, like real shit. That's why I say the conversation needs to be had. The school of thought, the understanding needs to actually be there. You need to be able to have the true, no bullshit conversation with a motherfucker. It could be a motherfucking sister. Say your sister's husband died, so you got a big ass house and your sister moves in with the kids. What is that fucking relationship? I live in the house, you live in the house, our kids live in the house, your sister live in the house with the kids. Between you and your sister, I'm never gonna fuck your sister. Because I've been there, done that, and don't want the extra smoke that come with it. But however, as a unit, we, out from the outside looking in, everybody would swear to God, we are in a polygamous relationship. And that's just factual information. But as a unit, we are moving together. We all have the same understanding, the same goal. We want the kids to have the same shit. We literally, everyone is fucking comfortable. If you want to take off and have another fucking child or some shit, we not losing an entire fucking half the household income because you want to have a child and you effectively should be off for 6 months to a year to nurture the child properly. That's what I be talking about. I don't know what the fuck the rest of the people be talking about. Anyway, all right. Unless Shelly want to cuss at me some more and talk about fucking talk about the Matrix.
I like how you skipped over the fact that you said you fucked the sister. We just gonna glance over that part. Didn't nobody else say that?
Look, we've already had this conversation. I've done that numerous times. I'm
no comment.
Right. Like, I'm so far. Like, I don't want to smoke when it, in regards to that, because there's this shit that comes with that I don't particularly want to fucking deal with. Like, that's just factual information. That's shit that I would rather leave the fuck alone.
I agree. Miss Ari?
All right. Any more comments?
Is this session being recorded?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't see the sign come up. My bad.
Oh, yeah, it's there. You agree to it, whether you know it or not.
That's how you feel.
Whether you saw it or not, you agree to it. You agree.
I don't remember saying got it.
Well, it's too late now. Oh man. You want me to go?
Wrap it up.
All right. All right. Anybody got anything they want to say before we get out of the podcast? I'm gonna go start with Leela. You got anything?
No, I'm good.
I know Ari don't. You should be. Well, Ari, do you have anything you want to say?
Nope.
All right. Good Vinicus.
I think I'm all right. Pretty good. Like, I didn't really have a whole lot to say today. Well, I did, but Shelly don't like me, so I'm taking my ball and I'm going home.
Okay, Shelly don't like nobody.
Love everybody.
Oh
I don't
my
know what y'all
God.
talking about.
Oh my God.
Shelly, I'm gonna go with you because D always. Look, yeah, you knew I was gonna skip you.
I don't have anything.
All right. Okay, D, go ahead.
Once again, I'm standing on massaging my knee.
Sorry.
You
My bad.
can feel however you want to feel about it at the end of the day. Just so everyone is aware, right? I am truly representative of what I am saying. This is no bullshit. So much so that I am the only effective ally you can have, because if I'm on your team, I can't help you. Understand that. If I am the dude who's going to kowtow to women all over the world and try to tell them that the shit they saying ain't bullshit, when I'm in a room full of men, I can't have the argument because they're always going to point back to how I kowtow to women. I am that guy. Period. And that's not an argument. That's just a fact of the matter. So understand, like, I truly believe in the wild shit that I'm saying. You may disagree, women out there in the world listening, you can believe whatever you want to believe. But when I step into the room to defend you as the man I am, the other men kowtow to me because I am who I am. Period. And I will always have your back if you are mine. If you are not mine, you are just a victim. Eat with us or starve.
All right. All right. I will say, if you're having sex with a condom on and it starts to feel good, you might want to check that condom. Right.
Yeah.
This has been
That was good.
This has been the No Filter Podcast. Make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, share the video, comment on the video. If y'all have any questions y'all want to hit us up with, make sure you hit us up at the No Filter Podcast 2022@gmail.com. We will be back Wednesday. Wednesday is my topic, and since everybody is here, we will be conducting the interview of the No Filter podcast. So we have a lot of questions that people want to know, and we're going to actually I'm going to conduct an interview on everybody on the No Filter podcast. So that's going to be Wednesday. I got a lot of questions. Everybody's been fucking hitting me up, so I'm gonna do this. Yo,
I'm gonna need you to send me your questions, sir.
I can't do that, sir.
No, not for me. The questions for you.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
I need to see the questions for Mookie.
Can't do it, sir. Can't do it.
Somebody else needs to ask the questions for you.
Can't do it. That's why it's Wednesday. But I'm gonna ask my own. I'm gonna ask the questions that are asked of me, and I'm gonna answer them. But I'm gonna interview myself. So make sure y'all tune in. Huh? What?
Let me do it.
That's what I was trying to say. I wanted to be somebody else has to interview you. So pick somebody.
No.
Mookie,
finish up.
That's what I'm saying. I'm running, like, y'all are not gonna come and run my podcast. I'm running this. That's why it's Wednesday. The interview.
Finish up. We'll
you don't rush me, Leela.
Oh.
That you heard that right? That is literally a Latina woman saying, "I'm about to fuck you up."
That's not what it sounds like to me.
Not really.
Exactly.
I'm not the one. I'm not the one, Vinny.
Make sure y'all tune in. Well, actually, never mind. Fuck it. Anyway, we're gone. I'm out. I fucked up my outro. So